today's recording, we'll be talking about digital video. The first thing that has to do with digital video is codecs. A codec is a device or computer program capable of encoding or decoding a digital data stream or signal. The word codec is a portmanteau of coder-decoder, or less commonly, compressor-decompressor. A codec is a program and should not be confused with coding or compression format or standard. A format is a document, a way of storing data, while a codec is a program that can read or write such files. In practice, however, a codec is sometimes used loosely to refer to formats. Basically what it's saying is that a codec is a way for a computer program or your computer to understand the media that has been given. All the media basically has to go through a codec to be able to be used. Codecs also use different kinds of. There's two different kinds of codecs. There's lossy codecs, which are more popular than lossless codecs. Lossy codecs, what they do is that they'll make it so that the video that is being streamed will be compressed or will be expanded based on the quality that it's going to be receiving. So if lossy codecs are used, usually you'll be getting a lower quality video than something that had lossless codecs. Lossless codecs are something that are used to make so that the file is exactly how it was recorded. So it's kind of like getting a raw video and it's not being compressed or expanded at all. And then there's media codecs. There are media codecs, which are used for obviously video, but then there's also audio codecs, which do the same thing as media codecs, only they do it for audio. So they have the same thing where they can be lossless or lossy, which will compress or decompress it. Codecs also can control the bit rate, or like how often it's used. And then some common codecs are OGG, ASF, QuickTime, Real Media, Trotsky, and DivX media format, and their container ISO standards formats are MPEG transport system, MPEG program stream, MP4, and ISO-based media file format. So basically what it is that there's many codecs and they all do their own different things, and it's very important for the codecs to be able to so you can stream media and be able to watch it more. Another thing I would like to talk about is streaming media. Streaming media is a multimedia that is constantly received by and presented to the end user while being delivered by the provider. That was the bell, and I will continue to talk. Basically what it is that the media server, such as the great service Netflix, will provide the media that needs to be streamed bit by bit, for example, to the user who is streaming the media. So basically what it is that they're sending not the entire file, but little bit by little bit, so that it doesn't take a lot of space, and so that it actually can have the capacity to actually be used. And then you receive it bit by bit, which also helps it so it takes longer for you to watch the video. Some other really popular streaming media sites are probably YouTube and Vimeo and other things such as that. Streaming media is also used for a numerous amount of things. Live streaming is another way to stream media, and it involves delivering live over the internet in the camera for the media, an encoder to digitize the content, a media publisher, and a content delivery network to distribute and deliver the content. Basically that means is that live streaming is it actually happens in real time, and there's some steps that have to happen before it can be uploaded. Some people say that streaming media started in the early 1920s, but that's not a very accurate depiction. Attempts to display media on the computer date back to the early days of computing in the mid-20th century. However, little progress was made for several decades, primarily due to the high cost and limited capabilities of computer hardware. From the late 1980s through the 1990s, consumer-grade personal computers became powerful enough to display various media. The primary technical issues related to streaming media were having enough computer power and creating a low latency interrupt pass in the operating system to prevent buffer underrun. They need to be able to have it so that when you stream the media, it doesn't just look all choppy and bad, and you would actually see it as it was. So streaming media is pretty much the epitome, or like the climax of the media world, and it's pretty much where everything is like a demand now, and you don't have to have these huge, big files so that it actually will be able to work efficiently. All this information was found with the Information Technology in a Global Society for the Ivy Diploma by Stuart Gray. Thank you. Have a great day.